Welcome to... On tonight's Clubhouse Live, it's our huge season-ending Extravaganza Edition. First, we'll give our thoughts on the Packers' frustrating 2022 season, and then we'll give away a ton of cool prizes to our in-house and online fans. Now, unfortunately, that doesn't include Ricardo. You know, we've got to rework that contract a little bit. By the way, big shout out to the Minnesota Vikings for giving us another Victory Monday show to celebrate. Welcome to the off-season, Vikings fan. It's time to get started, so let's kick off the extravaganza.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Clubhouse Kitchen and Bar. Once again, we're hanging out inside the Hilton Appleton Paper Valley Hotel. We are in downtown Appleton, Wisconsin. I'm Brett Christopherson with USA Today Network, Wisconsin, and the Post Crescent. How's everybody doing tonight? Let's hear you. It's a great crowd. The Extravaganza show, our season-ending show. Always a fun time. A little too early, though, this season, wouldn't you think? We kind of like these shows more in February, right? Keep this thing going a little bit, but we can only go as far as the Packers go. So we're going to have a lot to get to. I know you guys want to win some prizes, right? Who wants to win some prizes? Great spread of prizes here that we will get to in a second. But, hey, we've got Happy Vince here tonight. There he is one more time. Happy Vince. He's happy because we are wrapping up another successful season in person the entire season. That was a nice thing, too. Season 14 of Clubhouse Live, show number 319, our Extravaganza show. We got to meet a bunch of cool guests, Packers players, some young guys, and our co-host, right, Devondre Campbell, the captain, and Amari Rogers. We finally get to turn the page, right? Let's kind of flush 2022 out of our systems. Let's get ready for 2023, right? And a hopeful return to the playoffs for the green and gold, perhaps. Vince is happy because we don't have to listen to Ricardo talk about his Bears anymore and how great it is to hold on to that number one pick in the draft. Nobody cares. That's a dubious honor. And Vince is happy because the Vikings lost. They're done. They're out. That's why he's super happy. We'll probably talk a little bit more about the Vikings as the show goes on, Viking fans, so get ready for that. But first, one more time, thank you to our presenting sponsors, Cellcom. The good folks at Cellcom are here to help you with your savings and fitness resolutions. Save $150 on tablets and smartwatches to download your favorite fitness apps, stream videos from your favorite fitness gurus, and track your workout activity. Visit cellcom.com/save for details. East Wisconsin Savings Bank, they help members build a wonderful life. Learn about all of their services at eastwist.com. And finally, Munoz Family and Cosmetic Dentistry, your center, for dental excellence, voted Reader's Choice Best Dentists on this year's Best of the Bay. Let Dr. Sebastian and his team of professionals help you achieve your dream smile. So usually the worst part of the show is back there. Now the worst part of the show is just to my left. You're right. We got to bring him up to the big boy desk here in a second. By the way, I have the Lions, Vikings, and Bears welcome mats, and we put the Bears welcome mat there for a reason, because the only way the worst part of the show gets to the desk, he has to step on the Bears welcome mat, right? We're going to make him do it. So our fellow co-host is completing his 13th season as the co-host we all despise, right? He still lives in 1985, year in and year out. He saw his team's most recent playoff run way back in 2018 end in excruciating fashion by the dubious phrase double doink. That is forever in his lexicon. Our fellow co-host hasn't watched his beloved Bears beat the Packers since 2018, right? And, in fact, he has watched his Bears fall to the Packers 13 of the last 14 meetings and 17 of the last 19 times. How about that, Mean Gene? Our fellow co-host thinks it's a source of pride for his favorite team to have the number one pick in the NFL draft. He wishes his Bears had the quarterback lineage of the Packers, right? And he wishes his Bears had the championship history of the Packers. Am I right? Our fellow co-host always thinks this show is about him as well. So how about a big round of boos, some jeers for, again, the worst part of the show. It is Chicago Bears fan Ricardo Arguello, everybody. That was some good boos. Step on. Yes, you stepped on it. You stepped on it.
First off, you were wrong. The Bears last made the playoffs in 2019. They were the 7th seed.
Wasn't that the 18th season?
No.
Was it 19?
Well, I thought, 2017, 2018. You said it ended excruciating. I thought you meant the double doink.
Oh, was I wrong on the years?
Yeah, well, they made it the next year. They lost to the Saints.
Okay.
Well,
they still lost. Who cares?
They did
It doesn't
lose.
matter,
Yes,
so.
they did lose. And
Hey.
by the way, it's not just 1985. It's January 26, 1986. That's when the Bears won the Super Bowl.
Well, the 85 season, all
Right.
right, but that's still like 40 years.
I'm so particular.
That's like 40 years ago, right? Why don't you go sit back down? I'll handle the show. Hey, this
Brett,
is.
by the way, why are these lights so bright?
I'm
I'm blinding here.
It is. See what I have to put up with
Yes.
every week. I can't see anybody out there. Everybody's dark. So hey, listen though. In keeping with Clubhouse Live tradition, like we like to do during our Extravaganza show, we've got a Bears joke for Ricardo,
Oh, gosh,
ladies
here
and
we
gentlemen. What's the best way to keep from drinking too many beers, Ricardo?
What, Brett?
Just follow the Bears' offensive game plan. 3 and out. Yeah. Yes.
That's not funny because it's true this year. So
It is true. It is true. So, well, hey, Ricardo, I know that typically this is an interactive show, but we still have the chat going, but obviously you're not paying attention.
No,
so
I don't.
How can folks, I guess they can comment on the chat?
They can comment, and we invite anything that you have, your comments and questions. It just won't get to us, Brett, because we don't have anyone monitoring
No.
it. Because we're giving away some great prizes. I'm kind of busy doing the tumbler, Brett.
Yes.
Oh, we'll put that up.
We'll
Bring
put that up
a
when
little
it's
bit.
time to draw. But, yeah, so they can just kind of comment, just be nice, but they can talk to each other within the chat and maybe say their farewells for the season and wish them well in the offseason, get ready for next season. But Clubhouse Live's the hashtag. Please give me a follow. I'm at PC Brettsy on Twitter. He's at Ricardo De Leon. And Facebook.com/Clubhouse Live is how you can find us on Facebook. So please give us a like on that. So let's talk a little 2022 Green Bay Packers, a little bit. Do you have something to say?
By the way, do I have to sit down? I like standing because I'm getting ready to give away these prizes.
Whatever you want to do.
Okay.
Whatever you
All right,
want
let's
to do.
that.
But let's talk a little bit about the Packers, our obligatory discussion right before we start giving away some prizes. We want to build the anticipation after all. But hey, Rosie, can you put up tonight's Clubhouse Live picture of the night? It's the Vikings trophy case. It's the Vikings trophy case, Viking fan. We have a Viking fan. He's back.
Hey, we got to give it up for the Vikings fan, though. He's come here almost every week.
He has. I don't know. He puts up with a lot of abuse. But did we not tell him?
Yes, we did.
Usually off air, that it was going to end in a spectacular fashion, and that's exactly. By the way, Kirk Cousins, you need 8 yards, not 2 yards on 4th down. 8 yards, not 2 yards. Okay, he's not good at math. Yes, so that's the thing.
And I think Kirk realized that after the play was done when you can't do anything about it. Right?
Well covered,
Yes.
T.J. Hawkinson as well. But I was just talking to Torque Mason, one of our camera guys, producers back here. I didn't realize that the Vikings' salary cap situation is bad.
Yes.
Is very
Yes.
bad. So let's ask this. I'm going to ask this of you first because this isn't on the script. How do you see the NFC North next year? Are the Lions the team to beat next season?
First off, what kind of bizarro world do we live in where the Lions are seen as the favorite of the NFC North? But I think a lot of it depends on what Rodgers does, and we'll talk about this at length. If Rodgers comes back, I think you still kind of look at maybe Green Bay being that. But if he doesn't, there's too many unknowns with the Packers in that. Oh, man, I can't say the Lions. Can
we? We might have to. I mean, they got red hot.
Hear them roar.
They kind of have some weapons in place. They have a coach that has got them playing some good football.
And they have 2 high draft picks.
You got the Vikings, who are kind of a mess now, defensively terrible. I imagine Ed Donatel might get the axe here. We'll see. And then the Bears obviously have a long way to go. Rebuild, or you have a lot of money, but you got a lot of pieces. It's going to take some time to get it going. And then the Packers are the big unknown. Are we seeing the beginning of the decline, or was this just an aberration? Time will tell, I guess. But the Lions might go into next season as the favorites to win that league.
Well, I think we all saw with the Lions
division.
The Lions are playing well. When they play well, they're going to get only stronger, right? Because their salary cap situation's fine.
They might be
the team.
Well, they might be a destination point for some of these free agents too. Suddenly,
no one wants to live in Detroit.
Well, they have a dome; they can stay warm, all this stuff. So they seem to have a lot going for them. So it'll be interesting to see how it all plays out in the offseason, right? When the pieces are put back into the puzzle and how teams and rosters look. So, Ricardo, let's talk a little bit about the Packers. What grade will you give the 2022 Green Bay Packers? Let me hear you.
Look, they were supposed to be the division champs. I think we all kind of agreed upon that before the season started. I think D+ or C- because you're expected to win the division and go long in the playoffs, right? How can you not give them anything but a
You guys agree?
less than average grade? I mean, yeah, C-. C-. Okay, let's be nice. Not D+, C-.
You guys are nicer than me. I give them a flat out D.
Wow.
Flat out D. And it would have been an F when they were 4-8 the way they were tracking. It was only that 4-game winning streak that kind of got them into playoff contention. I thought, okay, they were a Super Bowl contender supposedly before the season started. We sat here with Amon Green, our first show of the season, going into Week 1 against Minnesota. I asked him, what do you think, Amon? He said, I think they're going to the Super Bowl. There was the defense was supposed to be top 5, stellar, elite. The offense was supposed to find its way eventually, and none of that really happened, Ricardo. I give him a D.
Let me tell you something. This is the Brett I see in the office. You see? Not the one every week who puts on the Packer visor and says they're going to win every week. Hey, this is grumpy Brett that I see.
I am grumpy sometimes.
A little grouchy.
The victory vibes, I got a lot of victories in them. So that's what I'm giving them. And I guess we'll kind of see how the roster shapes out, like I said, and maybe we'll do this again next year and see what they can get back to the playoffs.
I think everyone here thinks they underperformed, right?
Right, correct.
I think that's true.
So, especially the defense.
Yeah.
All those first-round draft picks.
I did not see that coming.
Defensive side. We'll talk about the defense here in a little bit. Now, Romeo Dobbs called the 22 Packers resilient. What word would you use?
I still say underachieving. Resilient and underachieving. How's that?
I say exhausting. Exhausting because not only were these games tough to watch sometimes, but the drama behind a certain player in particular, it's kind of getting a little old, isn't it? What do you guys think? I mean, let's be honest. Let's have an honest conversation here.
You're not going to get that from me because I'm a fan of a team that can't find a quarterback for most years. So for you guys to be so spoiled, then yeah, you're spoiled the last 30-plus years.
No doubt. There's no doubt.
And to sit here and get sick of his antics, I think I'll just don't. Sometimes you get what you wish for.
But doesn't it seem like he refuses to play within the scheme, the true scheme of this offense? We've heard Alan Lazard talk about it when he was our co-host. There's 2 offenses, Matt LaFleur's and Aaron Rodgers. It's got to be tough to learn all of that stuff, right? Run Matt LaFleur's offense. Sean McVay, Kyle Shanahan. Look at what the 49ers are doing with a third-string quarterback, Mr. Irrelevant. They're running the scheme, and it seems to be going well. Now, they have a nice team around Brock Purdy, no doubt about it. But it just seems, how many times do we see the play clock running down to 3, 2, 1? He's just sitting there at the line, reading the defense, doing his thing, and when you need a 3rd and 3, 3rd and 2, he's throwing 25 yards downfield. Where are the crossers? Where's the underneath stuff? Where's the running game?
This is so therapeutic to watch. You see, Brett? This is Brett Christopherson that I see in the office.
I'm just being honest, right? I mean, where's Bob? Bob knows, right? I mean, you agree with me.
How many of you out there are ready to move on to love? How many are you? Pretty good amount? Oh, no, some of them are.
Well, let's hear you by cheers. Do you want Aaron Rodgers back? Yeah. Okay. Jordan Love, do you want him to take some snaps? There's more on Jordan Love.
Okay.
Now, isn't that interesting?
It is
Back
interesting.
in 2007, 2008, when you were you going to move on to Rodgers and Favre, that was completely different, right? Nobody wanted to move on from Favre, but that's what I'm talking about. I think it's a little exhausting sometimes. There's no denying that Aaron Rodgers is an all-timer, 4-time MVP, Super Bowl champion, one of the greatest ever. But he's going to be 40 years old next year. You got a 24-year-old quarterback in Jordan Love that, listen, remember when Devondre Campbell was on our show? He had Dallin Levitt was his guest, right? And Dallin Levitt was a teammate of Jordan Love's at Utah State. I asked a very simple, innocent question of Dallin, how have you seen Jordan Love grow from Utah State to Green Bay? Dallin talked about it, and unprompted, Devondre Campbell said, quote, he's a starting quarterback. He's better than a lot of starting quarterbacks, end quote. I thought Devondre doesn't say stuff. He just doesn't say stuff to say stuff. He means what he says. And keep in mind, Jordan Love was running a lot of the ones in practice when Rodgers was dealing with a thumb issue. So he got a good look at what Love could do. And then you had Darius Slay, who after the Eagles game when Love came in and filled in for Rodgers, who went out with a rib injury, he said unprompted that the Packers, boy, they were really impressed with Love and that the future looks pretty bright in Green Bay. These are 2 highly thought of defensive guys saying things about Jordan Love that you got to have to think a little bit about. Is it time to move on to the younger quarterback, the first-round pick? What do you think?
I would love for Rodgers to come back because I want to see the Bears beat him. But I also look at it this way. I wasn't a believer in Love before. I kind of have come around on him. I think he's showing. Hey, anytime you sit for that many years and and get some experience in terms of like the offense. Now he's in his third year, I guess.
This will be going into
fourth
year
year
coming up.
Boy, it looks like he's ready. I mean, you sit behind that kind of a quarterback and absorb the offense. Hey, I just want to see Love versus Fields. That's what I want to see. New blood. Get the new blood in there.
Well, let's just see, and then you can make a decision. Maybe Love isn't the guy. I don't know, but you got an Aaron Rodgers who turns 40 next year. He's not getting any younger. To sit there and expect him to suddenly play like he's 34, 35 years old again, I don't know if that can be the case. Meanwhile,
I want to see this played back every week next year.
Yeah, it might be.
This kind of Brett. This is amazing to watch, isn't it?
I'm just saying maybe the time to entertain a trade might be the right thing for the Green Bay Packers. What happens if Rodgers comes back? Okay, you bring him back. Then Love says, I want out.
That's
I've
true.
been sitting 3 years. I'm ready to kind of show my
stuff. Are you guys
stuff.
out there worried about that, though? Oh, they are. Okay.
All of a sudden, then next season, Rodgers, maybe he has an okay season, whatever, and then maybe he says, I'm done. I'm retired.
Okay.
Love, meanwhile, is somewhere else. Then you have no quarterback ready to go, right? I think you have to look for the future and maybe see what you can get for
Rodgers can
Aaron
solve
Rodgers.
this all by just retiring.
And he very well might.
He might just solve this all.
How about Rodgers to the Jets? That sounds familiar, right? History
Rodgers
repeating
to Vegas.
itself. We'll see. That could be a case, too. What can you get for Aaron Rodgers? Can you still get a king's ransom for him?
No, because I don't think the Packers right now are in a position to request a whole lot. I think you can still get maybe second-day picks, right? Second round, third round, kind of something like that.
I think you could get a first round
You
for
think
him,
so?
but I just think maybe the value has gone down.
It is the Raiders, so they don't make a decision. So.
The value probably has gone down, but again, how many 40-year-old quarterbacks have been outstanding? Tom Brady maybe one, and even he's starting to look old now. Finally,
who was that? Roethlisberger.
Was he 40 years old? But at the end, he was really looking his age. And Rodgers doesn't move around like maybe he once did, too. And the accuracy, of course, maybe that was a thumb. I don't know. It's going to be a fascinating offseason to see what happens with the quarterback spot.
Either way, I just think everybody out there wants it to be done quickly, right? Don't drag this out.
Don't drag it on.
Don't drag it out.
Absolutely. Like the Brett Favre situation. If you're going to make a decision and move on. But, boy, you'd hate to see a potential promising prospect in Jordan Love shipped out, and then all of a sudden he flourishes somewhere.
I agree.
That's
get Love in there. He has the young receivers. You have something to start with.
Build with Christian Watson, Romeo Doubs,
Yeah.
right? Maybe they develop the connection, but it is hard to say goodbye to a guy that has done as much. And that's no disrespect to Aaron Rodgers by any means, right? But it's a business, and you have to kind of keep looking ahead to the next season and what's going to bring you the best opportunity. So, finally, folks, Matt LaFleur seemed to indicate that his staff will be intact. What do you guys think about that? Let's hear you. That includes one defensive coordinator, Joe Barry. Do you want to see Joe Barry back, ladies and gentlemen?
Vic Fangio is out there. You can't make.
I thought Sean Payton was going to bring in Vic Fangio.
Sean Payton isn't with anyone though.
No,
we don't know.
No, I don't know. But again, that defense was supposed to be outstanding. But Joe Barry presided over a defense of Packers finished 17th overall, 26th against the run.
You can't have that many outstanding players and be that.
Is Matt LaFleur making a mistake by hitching his wagon to this guy? Because what happens next year if the defense struggles and the Packers struggle is Matt LaFleur suddenly on the hot seat. Bob says
you're
yes.
saying that Barry's going to bring LaFleur down is what you're saying?
It's possibility, right?
Could be.
I mean, Barry hasn't lasted. He didn't last in Detroit. He didn't last in Washington. And you kind of saw that scheme doesn't seem to fit with the talent that they have, right? It seems like the guys like Jair want to press. They want to play man a little bit more, not that soft zone stuff. And maybe even guys should have been in there a little bit more, like a Wyatt or those guys that really showed some stuff to help with that run game. Of course, the linebacker spot, having the rookie Quay Walker, I thought he looked good, especially he was building up towards the end of the season. His antics notwithstanding, Devondre Campbell was hurt. It was good to have him back, but still need some safety. Stokes was out. Safety was weird. All that stuff was going on, but I don't know. The Joe Barry thing, I think a lot of folks expected maybe Barry to be gone, but sounds like he's coming back.
I think you throw the checkbook at
Fangio?
Say, listen, you can be part of something where a historic kind of thing. Come here. We have a bunch of pieces.
A lot of talent, right? A lot of first round.
Yeah. He'll get them to play too. So
wasn't it like 7 first rounders on that defense? So. Interesting. Notable free agents, and not the full list, but I want to hear what you guys have to say. Who do you bring back? Let's start with Randall Cobb. Do you bring back Cobb? No. Okay. How about Alan Lazard, the Lizard King?
Kind of mixed.
I'm not sure he wants to be here anymore. Yeah, he kind of indicated that he was.
I like this
done.
crowd. You're very tough. I like this.
But you're going to miss his blocking.
Yes.
You're going to miss his blocking, right? How about Robert Tunyon at tight end?
Okay.
He was coming back from the ACL. Kind of takes a little bit longer to round back into form. Mercedes Lewis. A little bit of a mix there. I mean, a great blocking tight end.
He's 50 years old.
He's been around a long time. Brings a lot of leadership. Josh Nijman. Maybe as a depth piece, but Zach Tom looked pretty good at right tackle, too. Maybe he's the guy that you go after. Dean Lowry, how about him at defensive line?
Okay.
Interesting. Jaron Reed, another defensive lineman. He I thought played well at times. Adrian Amos in the back end at safety. He seemed to slip a little bit, Ricardo.
He was one of the more worst-rated safeties, but I don't know if it was just a down year,
It might have been because he's only in his 20s still, right?
Still,
Isn't he like
still,
28,
I don't
29
think he has
years
turned
old?
30 yet, no.
Keyshawn Nixon, the first-team All-Pro.
Yeah, he's a hidden gem. Well, not really hidden anymore, but
first-team All-Pro. Yeah. And then last but not least, the old guy, Mason Crosby.
Oh, we have a little mix here.
Mean Gene says yes. He had a good season. Very good season.
Some people shaking their heads. I saw that.
He had a very good season.
He did, but
he wants to be back, I think. He wants to come back.
It's going to be the race to see who has more gray hair, him or Rodgers.
Right? I don't think that's a battle. I think Mason Crosby. Last thing top draft needs is it. What do you guys think? Edge rusher, right? Probably needs somebody to provide a little bit of pressure with Rashawn Gary still coming back from the ACL. A safety in the back end. You probably need to solidify that. You don't know what you're going to get with Amos or Darnell Savage, who kind of bounced back there after he was benched.
Yeah, he actually played all right.
Played very well. You need a wide receiver, a tight end, especially if Lazard is gone.
Yeah.
Tight end for sure.
Tight end.
Especially if Lazard is gone. Really, all you have in that wide receiver room is Watson, Dobbs, and Toure.
Yeah,
you need to build up that room a little bit.
Don't be signing another vet like Watkins. No, but someone said tight end. It's a great draft for tight ends. Just telling you, at the top end of the draft, you can get some really good guys.
And then offensive line help, obviously offensive tackle probably, right? So restructuring the contracts, that we're going to see how that goes. Aaron Jones, David Bakhtiari is probably going to have to restructure.
I don't know if Jones is back.
Jones wants to be back. So I think Brian Gutekunst said he fully expects Jones to be back.
Get paid $20 million.
They'll restructure that deal. They'll restructure. I'm curious to see if they restructure David Bakhtiari's deal as well, because when he was in there, he was really, really good still.
I was kind of hoping they would let Jones go because I think he looked great in a Bears uniform.
No. So, all right, there we go. We're done with the 2022 Green Bay Packers. Right, let's move on to 2023. How does that sound? Let's have a better season. All right, let's do tonight's stat pack. That is the 2023 season, and we always do this, the Packers and their opponents. So home games against the Bears, Buccaneers, Chargers, Chiefs, Lions, Rams, Saints, and Vikings. Road games are against the Bears, Broncos, Falcons, Giants, Lions, Panthers, Raiders, Steelers, and Vikings. Now, only 4 of those teams playoff participants this season: the Buccaneers, the Chargers, the Chiefs, and the Vikings. I'm not sure we can really count that. But the overall opponents, their records this season, Ricardo, 112, 125, and 1. It seems to be a very favorable schedule next season for the Packers.
Boy, that Chiefs-Packers game, that's already sounds like it's going to be fun.
Year-to-year league, you never know how it's going to go. But right now, not the most imposing of schedules, I would say. So we'll see how it goes. So, all right, should we give away some prizes, folks? By the way, I've got another Bears joke.
Boy, all right, let's hear it.
Bears joke number 2. What's the difference between the Chicago Bears and a dollar bill, Ricardo?
I don't know what.
You can at least get 4 quarters out of a dollar, huh? Yes.
That is true.
Yes. All right.
Times are changing.
Rosie, we need some music. It's time for some prizes to give away. Let's hear it. So this is how we did it, folks. We have divided the loot into 3 tiers. You can only win once per tier. All entries will be made eligible for every tier, okay? You must be present to win those prizes. We'll also mix in some prizes for our online viewers as well. We did collect entries through the scam efforts, Ricardo. We did collect entries for our online drawing through our Facebook page. Everybody who said pick me got in, including those. We had a little scam issue going on, but I was able to get all of those names in as well. And then what we did was we put their names into a random drawing. Then we had a ton of people online wanting to try to win some prizes. We have 15 online prizes to give away. So we did that through our Facebook page. Can't do it through our live chat anymore because you can't manage the live chat when you're up here.
That's multitasking. I can't do that.
All right, there we go. So I'm going to stand up as well and kind of move back. And
did you want me to get the prize and you do
I'll
the
get
little
the prize
tumbler, or you get the prize? Okay.
Yep. So the very first prize, a brand new book that's out called Where
Here we go.
Legends Roam, the greatest players, coaches, and teams to play at Lambeau Field. That was produced by our friends at the Green Bay Press-Gazette and the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel. Again, please be patient, folks. This is going to take some time, all right? So maybe have a beverage, have a snack, relax. Ricardo, it's up to you to draw people who are actually here tonight. And the first one goes to Megan Moss. I think I recognize Megan from... There you go. Congratulations, Megan. There you go. Now, Megan is out for the rest of this tier, but she's back in for tier number 2. So she had the Facebook question. By the way, did you like the Facebook question answer last week that Romeo gave you? Yeah, it was a good answer. Who was kind of an inspiration to him? All right.
By the way, was this Looney Tunes you're playing here?
Here we go.
This
now
music.
this, ladies and gentlemen, is an Amari Rogers autographed custom cleat, courtesy of our friend Amber Barenwald. Look at this.
Now, what happens if Amber wins it?
Well, I don't know. I guess you can decide if Amber wins the cleat, it's hers, and she can give it to anybody she wants, or she can keep it. But look at that. Very cool. By the way, we wish Amari Rogers all the best, right? In wherever he ends up, he's in Houston. But go ahead, Ricardo. So you started off with a great first try right there. Very, very talented Amber Barenwald doing this. This goes to Steve Hermes. Where's Steve? Steve's back there. There you go. Yep, come on over here. And feel free to stomp your feet all over the Bears. Welcome, Matt. The first of our autograph photos of the night. It's our former co-host. It's showtime. It's Aaron Jones, huh? He wants Aaron Jones, Ricardo, in a Bears uniform. We don't want to see that, do we? Okay, Ricardo. You're hot. You got the hot hand. You got the hot hand. And here we go. Marge Eder. Marge, you're here. Where did I see Marge? There's Marge. 3 for 3. Good job, Ricardo. Now we have some online. We have back-to-back online photos or online prizes. Ricardo, you want to read the online winners? Okay, so our first online winner, autographed photo of Don Makowski, the Magic Man. That was fun. That goes to Tisha Thomas. If you're watching, Tisha, congratulations. And by the way, online folks, if you hear your name, please message us your address so we can get you your prizes out ASAP. I'll try to track down those folks as well.
And now we have a second one here, the Packers knit hat. Brett, you have that? Okay.
Yep.
Courtesy of Shields. That is going to Patricia Zager.
Yep, that sounds right.
Patricia Zager. So congratulations.
Thank you to our online folks. All right, back to the in-house. Hey, I'm going to get this, Ricardo. Look at this. A bottle bank, huh? Oh, I bet you Viking fan needed a few of these after yesterday, didn't he? The bottle bank, courtesy of Shields, that's going to Amber Barenwald. Didn't you get one last week too? Yeah. The kid. That's pretty funny. And, here, how about this one? This was cool. Grizzly Dan was kind of complaining about this because I gave him a size small by accident. But how about this Packers Go Pack Go t-shirt, courtesy of the Clubhouse Kitchen and Bar and Miller Lite. Extra large, Grizzly Dan, okay? Extra large. That goes to Gene Wheezy. Where's Gene back there? Come on up, Gene. I think, Gene, this will fit you just fine. This is going to be a nice fit for Gene. Ricardo is red hot right now. How about a big round of applause for Ricardo? That's the only time you're going to hear that. All right, now 2 more online winners. Ricardo, I'll start. We have another one of the Where Legends Roam books. And I'll get that out to Jim Ostovich. Congratulations to Jim. You're winning that. And then, Ricardo, you want to do the next one?
This is something super cool. This is Jerry Kramer's Inside the Locker Room CD and book set. That's courtesy of Mayfield Sports.
Yes.
That's going to Tammy Schleppagrell. Did I say that right? Tammy Schleppagrell. Sorry if I butchered your name.
There you go. So so far we have Tisha Thomas, Patricia Zager, Jim Ostovich, and Tammy Schleppagrell. Message us your addresses, please, and we'll get you those prizes. So, all right. Next, we have a Packers pennant. How about this? This will look good in the man cave or she shed, right? Courtesy of our friends at Shields. And that's going to Ricardo. Wendy Reed. Where's Wendy?
Brett, I'm 5 for 5. I don't believe this.
Don't jinx it too
Oh, I
much,
just
all
jinxed
right?
it.
There you go, Wendy. Congratulations. You're welcome. And we have, another one. I'm going to get it. It's another one. Another custom cleat made by Amber Barenwald. This is Devondre Campbell, signed by the captain, with our Clubhouse Live logo as well. I wonder if he's watching tonight. You think he's watching tonight? The captain. That goes to Tracy Santos. What is up with your connection with Devondre? Apparently so. There you go, Tracy. Congratulations to you. A Packers tumbler courtesy of Shields right here. You can put whatever your favorite beverage is in that. That goes to Ricardo. Jason Bino. Where's Jason? Normally he'd be here. Well, sorry, Jason. I know you're watching, but you have to be here to register and win. Grizzly Dan goes home with the Packers tumbler. There you go. And, another autograph photo. I think you guys are going to like this one. How about Christian Watson? Yeah. Maybe a future All-Pro Christian Watson. Who's going home with that, Ricardo? How about Craig Martin? Craig Martin, are you here? Not here. All right, that's okay. We're doing well. We're doing well. Grizzly Dan. Now here we go. The first of like 9 Grizzly Dan coupons. Candy Zippy. There you go, Candy. Congratulations. And now we have a couple more online.
Did
Ricardo.
Watson make the rookie team?
Has that been announced yet?
Oh, no. Okay. Just making sure that he wasn't overlooked.
I don't know. Well, speaking of Christian Watson, Ricardo, the first, we have a Christian Watson metal print. It's made out of metal. A picture of Christian Watson by our friend Steve Juno. And that's going to Cassie Lee. Cassie, if you're watching, congratulations. And get us your address. Message us right away.
We have another one here, too?
We have another one.
Okay, well, we have a Packers T-shirt courtesy of the Clubhouse and Miller Lite. That winner is Jason Toppy, T-O-P-P-I.
There you
Jason
go.
Toppy.
So Cassie Lee, Jason Toppy. Please get your information in. And back to the in-house crowd. Who wants a cheese head? Huh? Who wants a cheese head? Like Mean Gene wears. Mean Gene, you don't need one, do you? He's got a pile of them. He's got stock in Foamation, I think. So, foam cheesehead, courtesy of Shields, goes to Julie Detchen. There we go. The coach. Congratulations to Julie. How about this? A Devondre Campbell signed game day program. All right? Devondre Campbell, the captain. That goes to Marge Etter. Has Marge won? Oh, you did win. Sorry. Sorry, Marge. What is this? This is a piece of paper. Thomas Weldon? Thomas? Are you a 715 phone number, Thomas? No? What is that? How did that get in there? Oh, it's a mystery. Candy Zippy. We're getting close to getting through the kickoff tier. Amber Barenwald. Mix them up, Ricardo. You're doing good. You're doing well. You're doing okay. How about Nikki Goplin? Nikki Goplin, are you here, Nikki? Now we've hit the roadblock, like we always do for these shows. How about Marge Etter again? Marge, take it easy on the Miller Lights, huh? Same with you, Candy Zippy. We got another one of Candy. Candy Zippy. Brandon Swire. S-W-I-E-R. Brandon, are you here? Brandon, no. Cody Witt. How about Steve Juno? Are you here, Steve? Steve's typically here. No Steve? Nope. Amber Barenwald. Mix them up, Ricardo. We have this, and then we have another, and then we have a bunch of onlines to do. That's Rosie. Wendy Reed. We got a lot of people here that come regularly that's got it. They've got to draw their names one of these times. Bill Horn. There's Bill. All right, we did it. Thank you for bailing us out, Bill. We appreciate it. Now we're going to try this again. A Packers knit hat, courtesy of Shields. Oh, like you see on the sidelines. Oh, that's nice.
By the way, if you're noticing, you're going to be here next year. If you drink a lot, right in here, baby.
Miller Lite. That's what they want to push the Miller products, and that's how you do it. That is Tom Witzak. Tom, he's not here. He would be here, but they were at the Bucks game. Bucks beat the Pacers today, by the way. How about Debbie Bellin? There we go. Thank you, Debbie. All right. We have a couple of online prizes. The first one is an autographed photo of Devondre Campbell, and the winner of that is Bill Engels. Congratulations, Bill. And Ricardo, we have another autograph.
Our next for online autograph photo of, is it Romeo Dobbs? Renee Good Jennerman. She's the winner. Renee Good Jennerman.
All right, so Bill, Renee, message us your address, please, and we'll get those to you. Now we're going to go, hey, I had one more of these, a nachos and beer gift certificate here at the Clubhouse. Let's give that away. Bob, you only got like a stack of them, don't you? How about Gene Weezy? Sorry, Gene. He wants to trade. Dennis Vosters. You'll be back. Congratulations. All right, Ricardo, a couple of online autographs. I'll start. We have first one is Dallin Levitt. That's going to Chuck Johnson. Congratulations to Chuck. And we have another autograph of...
yes. We have an autographed photo of Isaiah McDuffie. That's going to Dustin Bergene. Bergene.
There you go. All right. Congratulations to them. Back to here. Autograph photo. Hey, we were just talking about this guy, Jordan Love. Look at this. I like his signature, too. It's just a J with a heart and then the number 10. Larry Vobble. Larry, I see you back there. Congratulations to you. And we'll let Larry come on up here. We got this great autograph photo of Donald Driver, courtesy of Mayfield Sports, our friends at Mayfield Sports. Look at Double D there. We should get Double D as a guest sometime, huh? How can we work on that? Mike Cruz, start working on that, would you? Bob Wiegand. There you go, Bob. Donald Driver for you. Now we have four more. Our last four online prizes to give away. They're all, not all autographs, but the first one is an autograph photo of Christian Watson. That is going to David Dixon. Congratulations to you, David. Ricardo?
Yeah, we have a Packers wall flag, courtesy of Shields. That's going to Rachel Elizabeth.
Right.
Rachel Elizabeth.
Okay. Next one is an autograph photo of our friend Antonio Freeman. Antonio Freeman. Always fun to have him on. That is going to Brett Marcus. So Antonio's going to Brett, and then we have one more.
Yes. We have an Aaron Rodgers blanket, and that online winner's name is Kyle Acker, Acker.
There you go. I got a stack of those Aaron Rodgers, but maybe I should have brought a whole stack of them in case he's not back next year. I don't know. So we have David Dixon, Rachel Elizabeth, Brett Marcus, and Kyle Acker. That is the final four, and we have two more to get through in the kickoff tier, Ricardo. We have an autographed photo of Romeo Dobbs, ladies and gentlemen. Romeo Dobbs. He was on last week. Did a great job. He claims he was shy. He's a little shy, but not too bad. How about Travis Riggles? There's Travis back there. One more to get through, Ricardo. One more, and then we can put them all back in. Why don't you give that to Travis? And the last one, last but certainly not least, right? The captain. Who liked the captain this year on our show? Devondre Campbell. Hopefully we can get Devondre back as a co-host. We'll see. This goes to Miranda Seitz. Seitz. Miranda, are you here? Nope. One more to go, and then everybody gets back in the bin. This is Jay Carlson. Are you here, Jay? How about Grizzly Dan? Grizzly already got something. How about Larry Vauble, who already has something? How about Carol First? There we go, Carol First. All right. Now we take a timeout. Let's get everybody back into the bin, Ricardo. How about that? Ricardo did a pretty good job, didn't he? Not bad. Not bad. I guess we'll keep Thomas out. Yeah, he's not even here anyway. So, wow, they're getting angry with us. If they're not here, they're just not here. Now mix them up really good. So in the meantime, Ricardo, we're going to go up north. We're going to take a little bit of a break. We're going to give our predictions for Super Bowl 57, Glendale, Arizona. Right? That's where it's going to be held. State Farm Stadium. Who's your pick to be representing the NFC and the AFC in that big game?
Or you want my winner or just the two?
Both. We pick the teams, and who do you think is going to win that game?
I think it's going to be a magical just story here with the Purdy kid leading the 49ers to the Super Bowl win over the Bengals.
The Bengals?
Yes.
I've got San Francisco in Kansas City. What do you guys think about that? Kansas City. Repeat of Super Bowl 54. I have the Chiefs winning it. Patrick Mahomes, he's going to be the MVP. Right? Isn't it interesting that they revamped their receiving core? He doesn't miss a beat, right? I mean, he doesn't miss a beat. I mean, he's going to win the MVP. He can run. That's true. He can run. But a lot of weapons. Andy Reid, right? An offensive genius. You know, I think about this from time to time. Reid was on the Holmgren staff. Holmgren left after 98, went to Seattle. Andy Reid was right there to be hired by Ron Wolf, but then Reid went to Philly in 99. Ray Rhodes was here for the one season in 99, but can you imagine maybe what that Reid-Brett Favre dynamic and what maybe they could have created had Andy Reid, and nobody knowing at the time that Reid was going to be a Hall of Fame head coach. But
you saying you'd rather have Reid over Mike Sherman?
Yeah, I think so.
All right,
I mean,
just asking.
Andy Reid's, but what a story the 49ers have been, right? Kyle Shanahan.
Yeah.
I think he normally could have been coach of the year if not for what we see in the Giants or what Doug Peterson has done in Jacksonville. But Brock Purdy. The third-string quarterback, the last Mr. Irrelevant, the last pick in the 2022 NFL Draft. They won like 6 or 7 in a row with this guy. He looks really good.
Bears beat the 49ers.
Easy, but 49ers play physical, right? They've got a great defense. They got a lot of weapons, but I just think it's going to be very tough to keep up with the Kansas City Chiefs. I think my heart, though, is with Buffalo. I would like to see the Buffalo Bills finally get one, especially with everything that they've been through.
Josh Allen throws too many picks.
He gets a little careless with the football, doesn't he? So I don't know, but the Bills, they kind of remind me of the Packers, right? Hard, working blue-collar town, outside football, cold weather, all that good stuff.
You just want the Bills to win, so then the Vikings are the only team with 4 Super Bowl losses. Is that why?
No, I wasn't thinking about that, but that wouldn't be a bad thought there, right? That wouldn't be a bad thought. So, all right, so that's our picks. We'll see how they come about, but I'm picking the Chiefs to beat the 49ers in Super Bowl 57, which is LVII. All right, so back to the first down tier. Everybody is back in the bin here. And the first one is, where is it here? Let me get it. It's an Aaron Rodgers bobblehead, right? The 4-time NFL MVP, courtesy of Shields. Here we go. If you won a prize, you are eligible to win in this tier, and that goes to Marge Eder. Marge. The Eders, they're kind of sneaky with how much Miller they consume, I think. They kind of sit back there, unassuming. How about, where is it? How about this one? We're going to go back-to-back quarterbacks. Now it's a Jordan Love bobblehead, courtesy of our friends at Bobbles Galore, which, by the way, Mean Gene, we're still working on them to get your bobblehead made. We want a Mean Gene bobblehead. Candy Zippy's going home with Jordan Love. Here we go. How about a $25 gift certificate to the Clubhouse Kitchen and Bar, right? Come on here, watch the Super Bowl, get a little food in you. The first of 2 of those. Austin Sherrill. Where's Austin? There you go, Austin. Congratulations to you. Rosie, I recognize this music, by the way. How about this one? Right here. How about this? An autographed Hall of Fame photo of Leroy Butler, courtesy of Mayfield Sports and Mark Mayfield. How nice is that? Kathy Hermes, the Hall of Famer. You're going home with the Hall of Famer, Leroy Butler. I'll let you get that. Now we got another one. How about a Royal Plush Packers throw blanket courtesy of Shields? Kind of get all warm. We're supposed to get some snow, I think, this week, Ricardo. Kind of wrap up in that, and that goes to Lori Leiterman. Are you here, Lori? Right here, Lori. Come on up, Lori. Just in time for the big snowfall, Lori. You can kind of wrap up and watch maybe your husband or whatever clean your driveway, right? You'll be all wrapped up in that nice warm blanket. You can wave to him out the window. All right. How about this? The Lizard King, an Alan Lazard bobblehead courtesy of Bobbles Galore. I like to see Alan Lazard back. But he seemed a bit angry, a little cranky. That goes to Megan Moss, right here, Megan Moss. Suddenly she's a contender. You're welcome. She has become a contender suddenly, Ricardo. How often have you been here, Megan? You have, okay. You suddenly have a lot of tickets in here, and I haven't. I'm wondering how much you've had to drink. So let's do this. An Aaron Rodgers card set plaque. Where is that? Right there. Yep. Check this out. This is courtesy of Shields. It's very heavy. But look at this. That'll look good on the wall, on the man cave or she shed. I don't know. What do they call those? How about Grizzly Dan's going home with that? There you go. Next up, a $50 gift certificate to Vince Lombardi's Steakhouse. Yes. Good steak there, Ricardo. Mike Cruz should take us there after the show. All right, here we go. That's going to Wendy Reed. Looks like Wendy's going to have a steak dinner after the show. Yeah, there you go. Gift certificate, another $25 gift certificate to the Clubhouse Kitchen and Bar. Oh, that's a good, by the way, thank you to the Clubhouse and the hotel for all that stuff. Tom Witzak. Tom. He's not here. He's not here. We can't. We got to put him in. We still got to put him in. Amber Barenwald, you got the Clubhouse. Two more, and then everybody goes back in for the final one. How about this one? Where is it? The Packers all-time greats card set, courtesy of Shields. You have Bart Starr, Brett Favre, Reggie White, Jordy Nelson, Clay Matthews, Aaron Rodgers, Paul Horning, and Donald Driver. You could have like about 8 of these all-time. And that's going to Gene Dirks. Gene Dirks, there you go. And the last one in the first down tier, another Hall of Fame autograph, Jerry Kramer Hall of Fame photo courtesy of Mayfield Sports. Thank you, Mark Mayfield. That's going to Bob Wiegand. Everybody in the bin, Ricardo. You're welcome. We're almost done, folks. We are now to the touchdown tier. Everybody is eligible again. Mix them up really good. We've got a lot of great prizes up here in the touchdown tier. And the first one is this canvas print of Alan Lazard that is signed by the Lizard King, right? Against the New England Patriots. You know, you've been red hot. I think you got to keep going. Keep going, Ricardo. You're doing good work. And that goes to Kathy Hermes. Everybody's eligible again. I think they're kind of sneaky two back there, aren't they, suddenly? Starting to wonder here. Now, how about this? How about this Packers heavy-duty tote courtesy of Shields? Now, why is this in the touchdown tier? Because it is valued at $99.99, a $100 prize right here.
Definitely made out of very sturdy
Yes.
rubber or plastic or whatever
You
that
can
is.
put, if you're going tailgating or whatever, you can fit a lot of stuff in that tote. So, who's getting that, Ricardo? $100 value for that. That's going with Bob Wiegand. There you go, Bob. Here we go. We have a Packers replica helmet signed by
Look at that.
this season's Clubhouse Live guests. I have the boxes, and they each come with a certificate of authenticity. Now, folks, this truly is a one-of-a-kind helmet, and let me tell you why. The autographs include Jonathan Abram, who's now with the Seattle Seahawks, okay, Devondre Campbell, Romeo Doubs, Rudy Ford, Shamar John Charles, Aaron Jones, Dallin Levitt, Jordan Love, Isaiah McDuffie, Keyshawn Nixon, and Amari Rogers, who's now with the Houston Texans, Eric Stokes, and Christian Watson. So I don't think we've ever given away a signed helmet where two of the guys are now.
We're going to have Mike Cruz pick because he's been so instrumental in getting us some of the stuff here.
How about Mike Cruz, everybody?
Yeah. We're going to have him pick.
We've never had a helmet, though, with two guys that are no longer on the team.
Yes, that is rare.
It's been that kind of a season,
All right,
hasn't
Cruiser, let's open this up. Go ahead.
it? Jonathan Abram. What do you got? Bob Wiegand. Sorry, Bob.
Sorry, Bob.
Look at that face. You might have to work out No, we can't do that. You might have to work out a trade, Bob. Kathy Hermes. Sorry, Kathy.
Oh, sorry, Kathy.
How about Linda Albrecht? Linda.
Oh, she's here. Good one, Cruiser.
Where's Linda? We'll give her the box. We'll give her the certificate of authenticity and the helmet. Yeah, you might want to put the helmet back in the box here. Mike will help you. So congratulations to you. We have a canvas print of Aaron Rodgers, not signed. It's not signed, so that's up to you, but that's pretty cool, huh? How about that? Will he be back? Will he be traded? Will he retire? We don't know. But we know that it's going to go home to Steve Hartzheim. Steve! Now it's up to you to get it signed. We have right behind you that Devondre Campbell one, Ricardo. How about a signed canvas print of the captain, Devondre Campbell? Look at that, huh? There we go. We're almost done. We only have 2 more prizes to go. It's going fast. Now I jinxed it, right? Yeah. Sandy Kelderman. Where's Sandy? There's Sandy. Congratulations to you, Sandy. That'll look good. Don't share it with your husband, all right? That's all yours. How about this? Now check this out. This Packers Miller Lite chair. Let's see if I can hold it up. Look at that, huh? Courtesy of Miller Lite and our friends at the Clubhouse Kitchen and Bar. By the way, I'm blocking the light. I can see everybody. Yeah, some nice people here. All right, so who's going home? And I have the bag for the chair. You can fold it up and do all that fun stuff. So who's going home with a chair? Austin Sherrill is going home with a chair. There you go. And here's the bag, too. This pops up, the back pops up, so he'll figure it out. Last but not least is the other signed Packers helmet, replica helmet, courtesy of Shields. Last prize of the night. Look at that. You want me to pick it? Let's get in there. Tracy Santos is going home with it. Do not share it with you-know-who, okay? Do not share it with him. He does not touch it. He does not look at it. And there you go. Congratulations to you. So, yeah, how about a round of applause for everybody? Time is it? Man, we got through that fast. That's a record time, and thankfully most people were here. So we appreciate that. All right. Let you get that down, Ricardo, because I want you to tell everybody one more time about the Packers News app and all the great savings we got with that.
I gotta look it up here.
You want me to say it?
No, I got it.
All right, here we go.
Hey, Packers News app. For you who haven't subscribed to it yet, please do. It's your one-stop shop for complete commentary, insider analysis, and award-winning photos and videos. That is your USA Today Network Wisconsin's Packers coverage team, that Packers News app. Your one-stop shop, Brett, for complete coverage of the Green Bay Packers, unlimited digital access to the Packers News app and PackersNews.com. So both can be yours for as low as 99 cents for that first month. Please subscribe today.
Absolutely.
Keep us employed.
All of our products, right? We got great subscription deals going on, unlimited digital access everywhere. So before we sign off, I have one more joke, but it is a Vikings joke this time. Right, Mean Gene? Ricardo, you'll even appreciate this. How can you tell how deeply the Vikings despise the Packers? They refuse to win a Lombardi trophy. Yes. Yes. Jason Bino, I saw that on social media when he shared that. I thought, that's a pretty good joke. I
Not bad.
Kind of just stick it in and twist it a little bit. So there you go. All right. Thanks to jokesforus.com, social media, all that good stuff. We have some fun. But now it's time to say goodbye. I want to thank, again, our sponsors and friends. First, our three presenting sponsors, Cellcom, East Wisconsin Savings Bank, and Munoz Family and Cosmetic Dentistry. Also, thank you to our supporting sponsors, Shields, Escort Limousine Service, Cooney's Embroidery and Sportswear, Mayfield Sports Marketing, Mike Thiel and Eric lives here, and, of course, the good folks here at the Hilton Appleton Paper Valley Hotel. And I'll do the final word. First, I want to thank the Hilton staff. Let's give them a round of applause. The Hilton Appleton Paper Valley Hotel. Linda Garvey, the general manager. Always great to work with. We appreciate their accommodations, and we appreciate the partnership. And how about the Clubhouse Kitchen and Bar staff, right? We have Mariah, Shay, Amanda, Joanne, and Jenny. Thank you for all that you do for us. And please, give them a nice little tip on the way out, would you please? Just give them a little bit extra because they deserve it. How about Devondre Campbell, the captain, for hanging out with us tonight or all season long? And, of course, Amari Rogers. Again, we wish him well. I want to thank Mark Mayfield of Mayfield Sports Marketing. Ricardo, it was a weird season. There was a lot of losses. Guys were like, I don't know if I want to do a show when we're on like a 4-game, 5-game losing streak. But Mark not only got us great guests, but then he got us guys to help fill in when Amari was released and then went off to Houston. So we appreciate you, Mark. Appreciate our friendship and partnership. Mike Thiel, our guy of Eric Lives Here, for the intro music, outro music, the MVP song. How about Mean Gene, the dancing machine? Take a bow, Mean Gene, and let's do it again. Let's do it again, Mean Gene. And
Tip
for
of the
season
cheese
15,
head
right? Well, thank you.
Thank you.
I was going to
Appreciate that.
introduce our team, but I wanted to thank the fans. All right,
Thank you to the
give yourselves a
fans.
round of applause. Gave me that heads up on the Facebook scam #1. I appreciate that, but we never, by the way, ever, ever will ask for a credit card number. Never. So don't ever give that a second thought. But it's really cool to see how the folks, I think, like Bob and Crazy Ashley and the Barronwalds and everybody back here, not you, Viking fan, but everybody, all the familiar faces that we see. I'm looking at everybody. They come here, they hang out. They seem to have developed a pretty cool friendship, and I think that's the most fun for me is to see how everybody's sort of become family.
Yes,
so I like that.
I agree.
That's pretty cool. And last but not least, as we wrap up our 14th season, I want to thank our team. First, Mara Wegner. You don't know who Mara is, but she's behind the scenes at the office at the Post Crescent. She gets all the mailings out, so I appreciate you, Mara. How about Mike Cruz, the man behind the scenes? Making sure we've got some advertising and all the stuff behind the scenes, making sure the guys are all in place and ready to go, and working with Mark Mayfield as well. So, Mike, we appreciate you. And our Clubhouse Live crew, last but not least. How about Jim Rosendick, Rosie, who's our DJ and our producer? making sure that Mean Gene has the songs he wants, otherwise he gets really crabby. Bill Glasheen, our producer extraordinaire, he's back there. Dan Powers, our mobile camera guy. Get a camera on Dan the man. By the way, Dan, well, wait, one more. Torque Mason, he's kind of new to the team. He's a Bears fan, everybody.
He's a Bears fan too, baby.
He's a Bears fan. But he's been joining us, by the way. Bill, Dan, and Torque, also field photographers for the Packers games for our USA Today Network Wisconsin.
Hey, our buddy Andy also helps out.
Andy as well, Andy. Yep. But Dan, Bill, and Torque do fantastic work.
Yes.
Check out their photo galleries from every Packer game. Ricardo Arguello,
Thank
as much
you.
as we give him guff, give him a round of applause as well.
Thank you.
Thanks for putting up with all of our stuff. Maybe we'll do it again next fall.
Maybe.
Even though
maybe
you
not.
gripe all the time at the office. I don't want to do that show anymore. I'm sick and tired of talking about the Packers. I'm sick and tired of everybody ripping on me. Blah, blah, blah.
I'm always negative because I'm just feeding off your energy about the Packers, Brett.
Yes,
You're always-
right.
But hey, let's give a round of applause to Brett because he's our Reggie Jackson. He's the straw that stirs the drink.
Nobody knows who Reggie Jackson
Well,
is
yeah, they
anymore.
do. Some of the older ones know.
So
Everything, you have no idea how much time he puts in to the show, getting everything lined up, writing the script, which is always very intricate and complex and everything. And hey, he has to deal with all the players too. Sometimes they're moody, sometimes
a little
not.
moody sometimes.
Sometimes, Brett has to deal with it all. He has to deal with other extracurriculars as well. So we thank you, Brett.
Thank you. Appreciate it. But yeah, don't be fooled. Those guys come to the show and they're like smiling, but behind in the green room they're like, "Ugh," so I'm like, oh, this should be a lot of fun.
Yep.
But yeah, look for news, information, right? Announcement of our. Should we do season 15? Should we do
What
it
do you
again? Milestone season. We'll do a
Maybe.
milestone season. You can find it all at facebook.com/Clubhouse Live. So in the meantime, I guess that's it. Thank you, everybody. And for the final time this season, hey, Mean Gene, it's your turn. Take it away, my friend.